Yeah.
See, because what happened is, right, I'm that guy out there walking. I done went to some chick house, my side piece house, and I done parked my car way
down the road, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't want nobody to see me.
Yeah.
And here you come
Yeah.
messing with me.
Might have a paper trail.
Early in the morning. Right? But hold up. Let's say that the guy that stopped me is that 3 type.
You done violated his rights if you're asking all the questions.
So now everything after, hey, look, get out of my face and leave me alone. Everything you do after that, you in trouble.
Yep.
Who do I go talk to if, let's say that happened?
If
What would be your recommendation?
If it were me, I'm going to get me a lawyer. That's just me. And I talk to the sergeant, just like we talked about beforehand, sergeant, lieutenant, on up the chain. But me, I'm going to get a lawyer.
Yeah. And not only that, he took me down, scratched my face all up,
Going to get me a lawyer.
punched me in the nose.
But I think where we mess up at in that,
going to get me a lawyer.
I think where we mess up at in that encounter is the officer antagonized you enough for you to do something wrong.
Yes.
And then now it's a balance of, initially the officer was wrong, but you did do this.
But that's that 3 type.
Yeah.
But that's the 3 type.
Yeah.
That's that third type of officer. And the unfortunate thing is, that's when you definitely need to get a lawyer.
True, that's true.
That's when what's what that lawyer going to say? Okay. Because the first thing they're going to do, I got one of my best friends is a lawyer.
Right.
And a defense lawyer. Damn good defense lawyer. And first thing he going to ask you, what was you doing? Like you said, be real with me, dog.
Yeah.
What was you doing?
What you doing?
I've been going to give him side piece.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, were you walking different? Nah, I just walking to the car, bro.
Yeah.
That's all I was doing. Dude stopped me, and I told him kick rocks. I'm just walking.
Yeah.
And then also you wasn't doing. No, I wasn't doing that. They weren't looking for nobody. They didn't give me. He talking about that they had a description of somebody, but he never told me the description of who they were looking for. He told me that the people were breaking into the cars, but that's all he told me. Okay, so you refused to give him my ID. Okay, well, and then they jumped on you and said, yo, you can't leave and stuff like, okay, good. Because from then on is a fruit of a poisonous tree. That means everything from then on is insubmissible.
Yeah.
And then from then on, when they put hands on you, that's my blank check.
We seen a situation not too long ago, and I can't put too many details on it, but was the 2 brothers standing by the car.
Hold Street situation. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I got you.
Yeah. You can't put too many because I don't.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Yeah.
Now, they standing there by the car. I don't know what got the cops there, but the one brother, he went on ahead, cuffed him, and he kicked him in the back of the knee to kind of make him, sit down. Now the other brother bucked a little bit, They snatched him and, brought him to the ground, knee on the back of the neck. While he's on the ground, another officer punching him in the face.
And tasing him.
Yeah, that sounds like a blank check. That's what that sounds like. Now, from what you giving me, that sounds like a blank check. I that's just from what I heard from you. I would, again, from all I got was from that, it was totally wrong. Now, if they just standing there.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What
the
person
person filming, and they
what are they doing? Did they standing there? What are they doing?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I mean, again, brother, it goes back to what we said from the get-go. How are you approaching people? That third party that I told you about, the third types.
Yeah.
If you approach it a different way, it never gets that way. But again, when you got those third type of officers, they don't care.
Yeah.
Why do we give these people a second chance, though?
I'm
talking about that officer, the way you done showed that, man, look, you could have done been on the force 5 years. You know you ain't got no business doing this. This time you punch somebody. Next time you might kill somebody.
Yeah.
I got you.
Yeah.
I got you. I wish I can answer that question for you. I really do. Because at the end of the day, I think it's that blue wall. The blue wall of protection. On certain officers, they get that blue wall of protection, which they should not. I agree. We should be getting rid of these cops that are not cops. They are just somebody who happen to fall through the cracks and keep those jobs.
Yeah.
the unfortunate thing is they have procedures. They have these. My thing, I'm gonna tell you what. With that, let's go into this. I think that's why it's so important for us to have independent, and that's why I love that police officers have internal affairs outside of their department sometimes.
Makes sense.
So that somebody outside can come in and look at the whole situation. Now, again, the blue wall can extend a long way. But the unfortunate thing is, or the fortunate thing is, that hopefully we can get somebody with some understanding of, hey, something ain't right. It's okay that y'all want to interrogate your own, but sometimes when you interrogate, it's just like New Orleans. I remember when the New Orleans PD, the Department of Justice had to take over New Orleans PD because it was so corrupt. It was all kind of, man, they were killing folk and they were drug dealers.
How long ago was it?
It was a while. It's been a while.
Okay.
But it was terrible.
Right.
But they had to do it. They had to do it because it was just so bad. Not to knock some of the brothers and sisters that were there were doing the right thing, but it was so corrupt that they were getting, caught up with all this foolishness. So my thing is, I always feel like I don't like it. I know that every department have their own internal affairs, but I also like it when there's an outside source comes in and look at everything. Because at the end of the day, and they do have that. You have the Attorney General and you have FDLE here in the state of Florida that has these units that come in and look at, if an officer is doing something wrong, they'll look at that. They'll like, okay, well, did you do the right thing? And if you didn't do the right thing, if FDLE don't do their job, then you go up to DOJ. Department of Justice, and then they'll come down and they'll say, wait a minute, you missed this, missed this, missed this. Usually what happens is that they'll have that information, they'll let them look at it like, listen, was any rules violated as far as their civil rights? And they have, then you get me through all of this, I got a lawyer.
Right.
I'm just telling you right now.
Right.
Through all of this, I got a lawyer.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, civilly does not equal criminally. Because civilly, sometimes criminally, unfortunately, for these officers, don't ask me why, I still, for my mind, they get off or get some kind of, well, you can't go out now, you suspended for 90 days without pay or 180 days or whatever, and you on the desk for a little while. That don't stop them from being sued.
Okay.
See, civil is a whole nother story than criminal.
Yeah.
I mean, can't get you
Two different courts.
I can't get you in the jail, but I can get you in the pocket.
Yeah.
So I tell everybody all the time, if I were you, because I'm not a lawyer, because I can't give you a law advice, but I can tell you what I do if I was in your situation.
Yeah.
I'm calling my partner. Just as soon as foolishness happens, I'm calling him like, hey man, this what's going on, this what happened.
Right.
Cool. Don't do nothing. Wait till I get there so we can get some deposition from people.
Right. Defund the police as a 20-year officer. How did that campaign that people?
That pisses me off because that's not the answer.
Yeah.
That's not the answer. And let me tell you something. Most black communities don't want to defund the police. I hate to hear when people say, yeah, I just know if you ask a black community, that's the last thing they want.
You ain't lying.
They don't want nobody defunding the darn police. Are you crazy? No. No. But they do want us to move some money for some different programs, and that's fine. I have no problem with that. Dealing with like DJJ, get more involved as far as juvenile justice, trying to get more programs to help our troubled youth. Yes, have no problem with that. Police athletic league, get more involved in that. Have them come out to the communities that are troubled. Let's pour money into those. Let's stop doing so much money in stupid stuff. Sometimes I call it stupid stuff, and then. And put more money in training on how to deal with them, like we're having now. Like we have right here, right now. Let's have 10 officers and 10 community leaders sit down and just hash out some things. You know? Let us have it on WCTV. Let us have it on these big scripts, on y'all show. You know what I'm saying? Let us do things like this. But defund, like, no, man, please. I heard that, and then, of course, it's only certain people that be and say, oh, well, that's why people want to defund. But no, they don't. I said, and I'm quick to tell somebody that. I don't know what black community you went to. But the one I know be like, y'all stupid. Ain't nobody want no defund no police. We want the police. We just need the police to understand us. So we want them to come out and talk to us. What's wrong with that? You know, let's throw more money into the community service part. That's all. Community policing. That's it. No.
You know, like I say, when we come to, and we talked about this just a minute ago, policing the police, you see somebody to say, hey, look at this dude is shaky over here in this neighborhood.
Yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean? He over here like Barney Fife.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right,
He just,
right,
hey, look here,
right.
bro. You don't need to come to these types of calls.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Is there anything to be done to make sure that, hey, look here, we don't need this officer in this community. He or she feels more comfortable in this area. Keep that person out there, because you're gonna wind up getting somebody hurt because they scared.
Yeah, yeah.
I hear what you're saying, brother, and this is what I say: shouldn't have hired him.
You say what now?
Shouldn't have hired him. Why?
Okay.
Because you should be able to talk to everybody,
That's
anybody,
true.
anything.
That's true.
Yeah.
I'm just being real with
Yeah.
you. At the end of the day, it goes back to what we just got through saying. With funding police, then we need to take you and put you somewhere where it's a community service, where you are forced to sit down and talk to the community. Find out about the community. Guess what? When you get enlightened, you probably be like, oh, that's what's going on. Yeah, everybody's not the Huxtables.
Yeah.
Sorry,
Yeah.
we're not the Huxtables. Everybody you ain't gonna run into the Huxtables in the South Side. You probably got a lot of brothers and sisters that are the Huxtables, but 9 out of 10, who we dealing with ain't the Huxtables. So you're gonna have to deal with domestic, that you got people fussing at each other. You got families that are torn apart because of maybe some different things that's going on that's deeper than you can even get to.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, you might have some aggressiveness that comes out, but you need to learn that, because that helps you be an all-around better officer. But all I'm doing is putting a Band-Aid on if I'm throwing you over to the north side, because guess what's going to happen? If I'm short one night, you going to have to come back to the neighborhood. Okay?
Yeah,
so, no.
You
I
shouldn't
don't
even be
agree
on
with
the
that.
fourth. Yeah.
You shouldn't be on the fourth. If you can't handle that, it need to be some training going on.
Yeah, yeah.
Now that's when the training comes in. Now that's when we need to focus that money on getting you to understand. Just like I told you with the training I had to get as far as understanding Middle Eastern men and how they work their household.
Customs. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
So if you learn that, guess what? You're a better officer.
Good, yeah.
So guess what? If you're a better officer, that means you can serve me better. That means if a situation arises, you know how to handle it a little bit better.
Everybody's safe. Everybody's safe.
That's it.
Gun violence. The root cause, in your opinion. I mean, how do we even, put a dent in it?
Oh my God, man.
Where they even getting these guns? See, because we've heard unlocked cars, but you got some of these kids out here with what they call these damn Dracos and these AR-15. I'm talking about military grade weapons. I just refuse to believe that you're getting those out of somebody's car.
No, you're not. You're not. Unfortunately, man, what I found is that it is way bigger than us. Is on a federal level. That you got and I'll say it, the NRA is a very powerful, and I'm going to say it just like this, and I'm going to leave it like this. The NRA is a very powerful entity, period.
Oh, yeah.
They have their hands in everything. And when we as a community, and I'm not just even talking about black, I'm talking about everybody, because gun violence getting out of hand, even in them schools. You bring in school, school shootings is just prevalent
It's
now.
common now.
Yeah, it's and that's sad.
That's
It's sad
real
to say
sad.
that. It's really sad to say, well, man, another school shooting.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Who won the game last night?
Yeah. And these are babies. You killing
Babies,
You killing
man.
somebody's baby.
Yeah.
Right.
So what's happening is that you got this panic. This is my opinion. This panic of certain people that was in office. Oh, we need to go ahead and get all the ammo and everything that we can get. So we need to buy up all this. Okay. An AR, any type of rifle or automatic weapon, it only should be allowed to be a person who's doing that for AR, you can't use no AR for no sport. As far as no darn trying to kill no deer, stuff like that. I don't want to hear that. People want to tell me, oh,
Yeah.
no, I don't want to hear that, bro.
Yeah, you finna run the meat.
I used to hunt.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear that. You don't need that. If you are like in a competition, okay, I understand that. But that's because you're in a competition. If you're a police officer or in the military, that's the only people that should be getting that. Why are we selling them to, you're trying to take my guns? Ain't nobody trying to take nobody gun. Why do you need that?
Yeah.
Because the only thing an AR does is kill people. People.
Yeah.
You're not hunting with it. You're not doing anything. You're killing people.
Yeah.
The only reason you get it is you're killing people.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Listen, my thing is this. Now, with the caveat with that, most people, and I wholeheartedly believe this, most people who do have guns are owners of guns. I'm an owner of a gun. Multiple guns. But I understand that the only way that it becomes dangerous is when I pick it up.
Right.
That gun ain't gonna do nothing to nobody if it's laying on the couch or laying right there.
Understood.
As soon as I pick it up, it becomes dangerous.
Right.
So what we need to do is to maintain that guns should be, I honestly believe that you should be, and I know I'll get beat down for this, but 21 and old.
Oh, yeah.
21, you don't need that in the 18, 19, 20-year-old
Too
don't
young.
need no gun.
True.
Right.
They don't need no gun.
True.
They don't need no gun. People, no, they don't need no gun.
Yeah.
They don't need no gun.
You ain't developed enough.
No. And there should be loopholes. But we don't want to do that because the gun lobbyists work their magic to get across the way to, okay, well, now we'll be messing with the Second Amendment. Everybody's so scared of this Second Amendment, of me taking your gun. Nobody's ever said. President Obama said it, but I'm not trying to take your guns.
Yeah.
But we need to stop this violence.
Yeah, yeah.
So what we need to do is put some good regulations on to where you can't go to these shows that we have right over here down here in the at the
Background.
yeah
Show, yeah.
And you get around that because you can get around a background check.
Can.
Right.
You darn
You get
sure
around
can.
background. Go ahead and buy it, and I get around a background check.
Yeah.
I can go to Walmart. I can go to all these different
Academy and
sports,
different ones. Yeah.
and get a gun.
Yeah.
You know, it's not hard. Get a gun off the street, unfortunately.
Right.
You know, but what we got to do is stop the flow. All we got to do is stop the flow. Make it harder for you to get a gun. Unfortunately, until that happens, until we have regulations like you have a regulation to get a driver's license, regulations that you got to make sure that you have insurance, regulation. But we can do all that.
Yeah.
President Obama said this better than anybody. He said, we have all the regulations in the world as far as driving a car.
Right.
Every regulation you can think of. But as soon as you say something about gun, oh, no, you can't do all that. Why?
Yeah.
Why? So as a community, as a black community where we see gun violence
The most.
more than anybody,
Yeah.
how about we stand together and say, you going to run for whatever? Okay, that's fine. But guess what you're going to do? This is our agenda. First of all, you're going to, not we want you to, no, you're going to get up in there and you're going to fight tooth and nail to make sure there's regulations put in place to make sure that this happens, and this happens, so the gun violence in our community can go down. And what we're going to do is going to have the police department come out and educate on all the different things that could happen to you if gun violence is perpetrated with this kind of weapon. And we're going to have the buybacks to where we can take these guns off the street and get rid of them. And we're going to always keep a visible, you're going to keep us, visibility is going to be constant. That's where the defund police craziness goes away.
Yeah.
That we're going to be constant. But what we're going to do is we're going to constantly go to all the community centers and ask questions. Well, what are y'all doing? What do y'all think that we need to do more? Because, brother, all we got to do is get together as a community and we can stop all this foolishness. Every other country in the world don't have the problems we have with gun violence.
Yeah.
Check it. And that's fact.
Yeah.
Right.
That's fact.
Right.
We're the only country that has crazy gun violence, whereas every other country, some countries don't even allow guns. Only police have them.
Yeah.
And if you get caught with them, it's on you.
Right.
So that's what I think. But that's the only way it's going to go, because that's a higher up than us. But we as a community got to start stepping down on the feet of people who we elect to do our bidding. And stop asking and start telling.
Absolutely. Yeah, we
talked about that. Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
We did.
We see what you have and for us instead of telling you what we want from you. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
So, and it's like that every election cycle. Well, what do you have for us? That's not the way that's supposed to work.
No, man.
Not at all.
You know
Not
what
at
I
all.
mean?
Not at all.
Yeah.
Not at all.
This is what we want. This is what we feel that'll make our community better. If you're not going to do it, we're talking to the wrong person.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And the thing about it, hold accountability, man. Everybody always talk about accountability.
Right.
Okay, well, be accountable.
Yeah.
You're accountable to the people who put you in that position. So make it happen. And even if you're trying, we understand where we at in the state of Florida. I'm not finna get into that. I know where we at.
Oh, yeah.
But at the end of the day, I need to see you scratching and fighting.
Yeah.
Right.
If I see you scratching and fighting, I'm down with that.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
Oh,
cool
yeah.
with
Oh,
that.
yeah.
I know you went up there with knowing that I'm gonna do what I got to do for my people and my constituents and these young black men and young black girls that are and brown that are getting killed on the roads. We got to stop the flow.
Yeah.
And we're gonna do what we can to stop the flow. So it's just we got to stand. We got to again go back to the whole thing, guys. You gonna stand for something?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
All of everything.
Oh yeah.
We sure appreciate you sitting down. Tom.
Man, look at here, y'all. This is a breath of fresh air. I'm gonna just tell you right now. I pray y'all brothers, like again, as I said, I hope you reach 100,000, 100 million. Because at the end of the day, first of all, y'all brothers that are concerned about the community. First of all, so thank y'all for that. Second of all, you're holding us accountable. Cool. I like that. Hold me accountable because I have to be held accountable because I wield great power, bro. I wield great power. And I look at that like that. I look at I wield the power, again, we said it, to take your life and to take your freedom.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, if you're not holding me accountable, then I run rapid, then then you have chaos.
Yeah. Wow.
And when you have chaos, then you don't have no accountability. No accountability, then somebody gonna lose out. As I don't forget who said this, y'all. Please to my head and my heart. When certain people get a cold, we get pneumonia.
Right.
Just saying. And that's on every aspect.
Oh, yeah.
So, not knocking, I want us all to get along. I want us, as a community, we got to get along as a community. Because let me tell you something. I'm going to leave it like this, brother. When you come to Tallahassee, yeah, that's wonderful. You may be in Bradfordville. You may be in all out there, and it's cool. But that's just part of Tallahassee. You need to come on the south side and see what's going on Holton Street because that's still part of Tallahassee.
Right.
So when we get the mentality, that real village mentality, that real dream that Martin Luther King had of all of us making sure that Bradfordville gets mad when there's problems going on the south side. No, sir. That them little girls and little boys ain't got every right to freaking have a good to play outside that my kids do too. Everybody should get angry. It shouldn't just be the black community getting angry. Everybody should be angry. Yeah. So when we get to that point, and when we get there, I promise you, my job will be easy. Cause guess what? It won't be no issues because ain't nobody in the whole city gonna tolerate foolishness. Not from criminals, but more importantly, not from me, because I'm gonna be held to a certain standard, and I pray that I do because I am a peacekeeper. Again, appreciate y'all. God bless y'all, man.
Oh, yeah, man.
Blessings, good brother. Today,
Yes, sir.
tomorrow, and forever.
Yes, sir.
Until next time, everybody, y'all live right and play fair.
Holla at us.
When life switch to sports mode, hold it in the road. When you get so mad you can explode, hold it in the road. Bro, just stay focused on your goal. Don't let them crack the mold. The finish line straight ahead, bro. Hold it in the road. When life switch to sports mode, hold it in the road. When you get so mad you can explode, hold it in the road. Bro, just stay focused on your goal. Don't let them crack the mold. The finish line straight ahead, bro. Hold it in the road. Bullets with a badge, I'll never get a pass. We can see straight through your mask. You made of glass, homie. Just think before you do the dash, cause it might be your last. Lay you in that grass, face down. You should've put your hands up. I promise you the redder got them handcuffs. Look, we need to change our recreation. Let's focus on some education. How about let's fight for our reparations? How about let's teach our next generation? Big Bad Harold, Mr. Gray Fox. Let's give them motivation. When life switch to sports mode, hold it in the road. When you get so mad you can explode, hold it in the road. Bro, just stay focused on your goal. Don't let them crack the mold. The finish line straight ahead, bro. Hold it in the road. When life switch to sports mode, hold it in the road. When you get so mad you can explode. bro. Hold